Mr. Toast, it's Johnny TV Faulkner, and today it is Favorite Film Friday, in which I'll be talking about my top 10 favorite Marvel superheroes of all time. Let me know down in the comments below your top favorite heroes. Number 10, we have Thor. Now, this is a great god type of hero that has his own unique abilities to wield this hammer, to be worthy of his own worth. And throughout the MCU, he holds this strong potential that helps so much to his character, goes through all these different arcs, and what holds this character back from being any more higher on this list is some of his biggest arcs by going to Bro Hulk, turning fat, and then getting more fit again is really rushed through, not even seen on screen. And coming in number 9, we have the Incredible Hulk, one that's just really strength between the split between Beast and Man, and I think that's shown best in Hulk 2003 movie, where they really have this real strong reflection of him looking in a mirror and then him seeing the divide between Beast and Man and what the strengths of each side are and the personalities that you get from me. And overall, I still highly enjoy this character for what he is. But again, in the MCU, we do get a little bit of a rust arc with some of the ways he's off screen for a long time. We get a divide between these two actors, Edward Norton and Mark Ruffalo, and so it gets a little bit divided between my enjoyment of how well to enjoy the character when even in their own franchise they get changed. But leaves in number 8, we have Captain America, a hero that has strong values for all he's worth, and we got so many early TV movies, and then we get him in the MCU as well, which he remains fairly consistent throughout, and not even talking about the technical elements of the films of the older ones that are lesser. He still holds its values that he's always standing up for what he's worth. The origin story is really powerful, and his villains are just well matched for what he's doing, and he's just a man that's super strength by the serum, that he becomes this stronger man that does all he does for whatever it takes and whatever the cost. And coming in number 7, we have Black Panther, a similar character but builds upon his own culture within this African native culture in Wakanda that you just can really enjoy for, and getting the only appearance on television of Chadwick Boseman playing this character is absolutely remarkable for what he's worth, what he's offering to the big screen, and I just enjoyed the suit overall, the design, and what they add into the strengths and values of the characters, adding in so much to the nature of the culture of his world building, and it's done so well that even within a few films and only one solo film, it really holds up as one of my favorites. And leaves at number 6, we have Moon Knight. Yes, the only appearance we got him is the Marvel show, which does have a few pacing issues and a sort of lackluster finale. But overall, the character himself is someone that has such strong potential. Hopefully in the future MCU movies, he's more balanced within the pacing that you're offering for the storytelling he's done. And Oscar Isaac offers such a great performance, being the only Moon Knight, being in live action, and just delivers on so many fronts, delivering interesting personality splits into his personality trauma disorders as an ex-military guy that's just fought in the war and gone through this trauma, getting this split personalities, and offers such interesting arcs that I just really enjoy the design of his suits once again. And overall, it just brings such great charisma and the split between personalities. And coming in number 5, we have Punisher. This was a recent one where I watched all his movies. I have not watched the Netflix show yet, but overall, I just highly enjoyed for the nature of his strength in believing he's doing what's right, but also the trauma of what he's gone through, what has changed him from becoming this ordinary father to losing his whole family and delivering on always punishing the guilty and doing what he believes is right, almost like an anti-hero, but in the same way doing justice for what is done wrong. And throughout the older TV film to the two newer 2000s film. Overall, while the films aren't the greatest, we do get a pretty strong character arc in each of those films. And coming in number 4, we have Doctor Strange, Master and Mystic Arts that I just highly enjoy, just for the technical elements you get because of a character, and Benedict Cumberbatch delivering an awesome performance as this one, and we get a really old TV film that is definitely aged for its time, but still offers a decent character that we get, adding into the amplifying mix of how much I can really enjoy from Stephen Strange and his wit to keep on going, pushing through as a scientist or as a doctor, and what they're doing with his character is just really intriguing and interesting. The split between his love lives, what brings motive between him, and how he's protecting the world by all costs, and just his free will of mind and how strong he is by the mind and what he does for whatever the cost. That's just really inspiring for all motives in what I'm enjoying with this character. But coming in at number 3, we have Spider-Man. Yes, of just about every arc and TV show that we've gotten from him. Yes, even the original 1977 TV pilot. I just really enjoy his character, what he's worth, even if it's a weaker film. It still adds value to what we're getting. He's consistent all across the board, and overall, my favorite performance is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, delivering on such strong fronts, but throughout each one, you get the sense that he's really attached to his relationships, but also the split between his relationships, just being plain old Peter Parker, going through this debt and working out his butt to pay off different apartment bills or whatever, but also being the hero at the end of the day, protecting the neighborhood, or even protecting the space from this weird purple guy that has stones, and just enjoyable all throughout, being the guy that is also in animated that offers so much substance to the idea that anyone can wear the suit, anyone can be the hero. And coming in at number 2, we have Iron Man, one that's been the strongest hero for the longest time, that I highly enjoy. The charisma and wit behind his scientist type persona, and going this arc from being this guy that designed the war machines and the weapons that ended up getting robbed, to being Iron Man and designing such a strong arc. And well, in Iron Man 3, you sort of get a little bit of a lesser moment where he destroys the suit, and then in the next movie, it's sort of just retconned just like that. I still enjoy his wit and all the charisma you get from what he has to do, his values so strong, and the fear of being the only one left on the battlefield alive is just such a deep emotional resonance with his character that Robert Downey Jr. especially just brought this such a strong performances that's irreplaceable. And speaking of that, we come at number 1. We have the Wolverine, or Logan, that's Elias, and overall, just in general, the strength of this character, the brutal strength, the physical strength within his wit and within his healing ability, brings so much to the character that I just really adore, that pushes him past all his boundaries, and his mind is always willing to push forward now and then again. And Hugh Jackman playing this performance, being an irreplaceable actor for this role throughout all the X-Men films and the final arc within the Logan movie. This is such a strong, the emotional resonance of a character that you see his weaknesses, you see his trauma, that all he's going through, and he still manages to always get back up, always manages to push through every battle that he goes through, making such deep connections with the strength and willingness to push forward within your life, and so inspiring in that manner. So that's just all 10 Marvel characters ranked from my least favorite to my favorite. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.